Hello and welcome. Today is day 14 and we are looking at the moment really quite strong. At least I think we're looking quite strong. So we're going to have a look right now at the current weekly region bonuses before we get started. And Shadowspire Cathedral is the Sanctuary Dungeon, so that's going to be a great opportunity for people to go and do some scavenging. Ossuary has faster respawn, which is great because I've been farming there for the last week and I've been absolutely loving it. Aegis Keep is giving plus 20 experience, so that's where all the PKs are going to be, and it's really cool in there. And the Wilderness again is plus 15% on the gold drops, so that's nice to know. So let's have a look at our bank. So we've started to move out of our bank and into our home. We just need to start moving some of our regnants into, or our reagents I guess, into either the house or into commodity deeds, and then we can start selling them. We're looking quite full on a few potions, so we do need to get a few more of these kegs so we can put them on the vendor as well. And we're looking at, and in our room we've made a few alterations. We've been out and bought 3 new rune books, and we've started to fill them up with different locations. It's going to take time, but each one of them I'm checking as I go to make sure. The Wilderness one is going to be for mining locations and for lumber locations. And the dungeon rune book, obviously, it's self-explanatory. And then this rune book here is going to be general places of interest, wilderness farms, that kind of stuff. We're starting with our collection of codices, so that's fun. And we have a bag full of magic items that we need to smelt down, 80. We have a considerable amount of things to sell on our vendor. So this is all of our magic weapons, and this is all our magic armors. This is our resources that we've been able to gather so far. We're looking at a good number of most things: 7,000 dull hide, 5,000 of the shadow, and copper 2,900. Timber we're starting to get a little bit up. I know that says 2 there, but the other 7,000 is here. For standard leathers we're doing quite well as well, plus the 60 that's at the front. We're just missing 2 boards to fill this bag out to make it looks like. Ingots we haven't really done very much. These are all basically coming from smelting and recycling stuff. We're looking at nearly 5,000 essence, so that's going to help us towards our echo, which needs 25,000, 50,000. So quite a way. Got quite a way to go. But that's okay, because I found a few things. And our loadout bag is looking quite healthy, with basic GM armors and a backup set of reagents. I was thinking of having like 2,000 or 3,000 in here of each, just to make sure that I had plenty. So we have a little bit of gold here, only 7,000. But we have quite a lot of treasure maps, 3 and a couple of 4s. We have a couple of skinning and some other random stuff. We have 4 mastercraft diagrams, 3 research materials. We have 3 skill mastery orbs. We have 59 arcane scrolls, 10 plant chemicals, 71 aspect crystals for shadow. We actually got those off of PK. And we have a couple of carpet dyes, Ossuary, Metallic and Aegis. We have a couple of these runes. I don't know if they sell, but I'm saving them anyway just in case. And our gem supply is looking quite nice. It's about 300 of one, 150s of others. So we're looking really quite nice. Not sure if meat sells or anything, but I've been saving that anyway, you know, just in case. Down in our aspects, we have quite a lot of these, whatever they're called, flanicities. I don't know how to say that. Somebody can write in the comments and let me know. And then we have some of these aspect distillations as well. Starting to get quite a nice little selection. And in our aspect cores as well, we've got quite a few of them, as you can see. I actually bought some command extract by mistake, thinking that I was actually getting distillation, but I misread it. It was really late for me, but you know, things happen. And in our skill scrolls, we've started to amass a few. We've got some music, we've got some necromancy, we've got some spirit speak, we've got some herding, we've got some tailoring, blacksmithing and peacemaking and stealth. Now they're all ones we've looted. We haven't bought any of these. We are going to be buying some more because since our last episode, comments on YouTube were saying that I should go and do some necromancy for my build. So I went and did exactly that. We went and got necromancy to 100, which was really quick. Every spell I cast gave me necromancy once I had a necromancy spellbook. Still learning how to do all of the necromancy stuff, but you know that's the way things are when you're doing new stuff. And can't quite get this hotbar to stay up. I have to keep loading it every time I log in, but that's okay. I'm sure I'll figure that out. So our current stats at the moment, we are looking at, that is show reel and that is cap. Herding 111, magery 100, spirit speak 111, wrestling 100, hiding 80, meditate 80, necromancy 100, and we're dropping resist. I dropped parry and resist. I do feel that I am missing parry. We are very, very squishy. It only takes a combo cycle for a PK to kill us. So this is a very NPC PvE centric build, and that's not generally how I like to play. I like to be able to fight back, or at least be able to get away. So without parry or resist, I am very squishy. So I took hiding. So I do have the opportunity to, you know, do a little bit of pound style dodging. We are considering doing alchemy, but not sure about how that's going to work. I mean, that could be nice, but again, that's not generally how I play. So there's lots to work on, lots to look at, lots to try, and lots to play with. So this is where we've got to in our last 5 or so days since you was with me last. And I figured that it'd be better to do incremental updates and going through everything with people rather than just doing every day, day by day, because it's the same old, same old. However, saying that, there are 2 different things that I've been doing. The first one is if you click on this pentagram on your profile, it brings up your aspect mastery, if you didn't know. We have got to command tier level 6 and we're about to cap it. We go through arcane essence really quite quickly. So having arcane essence for our echoes, because we're only going to be using 1 character build, and using it for our masteries as well, is proving quite expensive or difficult. We haven't bought any, but at 25 per charge, we will probably have to at some point. So I've been running the Summoner Necromancer without our aspect at the moment, just so I can start to collect a few more magic items and some more money and resources and stuff. Yesterday when I was playing, I managed to get Herding and Spirit Speak to 111, so we are going to have to get some more skill scrolls for that, so we can push them up a little bit more. And the Necromancy 2, which will get rid of all of our resist. So 120 Necromancy, 120 Spirit Speak, 120 Herding. The other thing you might notice as well is that we now have a Mastry chain. That was 80,000. It wasn't very expensive. We don't have any links yet, but we did buy one because it just seemed like a good idea to at least have, so I can keep track of what's going on with the experience. As for what we're going to have in the Mastery chain wise, I'm not 100% sure. I am looking at different options available, so I'll keep you posted on that. A surprising thing that I worked out is, or found out rather than worked out, is that if you are just farming without your aspect on, you get a good sense of your damage differences between the two. So if I go over to Shadowspire right now, just to show you what I mean. So without having my aspect on, I've been using Energy Vortex and Blade Spirit quite a lot, but also I've been using the Mummy and the Leech. So let's just pull these up. And 11 seconds left, that's good. And we have a unidentified magic shepherd's croc because we found it. So let's see how this works out. And do another Blade Spirit. Please get some mana back. Get some Arch Protection going. Get some Bless going. Some more Meditate because we're going to need another Mummy in a minute. We're not doing a lot of damage. We are doing damage, we are able to do this, but it would require multiple summons for us to do that. So there is no dead bodies around, so I can't heal my guys, and I haven't quite worked out how to do all of these things yet. So the Skeletal Husk is good, I do like that. So let's just start casting another Mummy. Try and time it well, and then pull the Lich back. Get him out of harm's way. And then get some more protection on the go. And our Skeletal Husk is also about to get splattered, so we'll have to pop one of those out as well. And then what we'll do is we'll curse these guys. And chuck out a magic arrow. So once that one's done, we'll get some healing going. Oops, I just shot my own ancient mummy there. Oops. Stay sorry till he Didn't mean to do that. And I'm getting the hang of things like poisons and stuff, I guess. But I'm probably still doing these in the wrong order. But it's okay. So let's meditate while that's going on. Once I get back from killing these guys, we'll go back to town, because you know this is quite a long, drawn out, what's the right word? It's not efficient. This is not an efficient way of farming. I wouldn't recommend this. Not yet anyway. We'll send out a spike. There we go. So we'll take that and then get this sorted. We are about to lose our mummy again. Let's meditate up. And then what we'll do is we'll go through the Mages, Grimoire, and then the Summoning Codex. And hopefully have a look to make sure that I've got everything set the way that it should be. And then we will switch over to an aspect, and then come and see the difference between the two. In fact, we can do that straight away. Do that now while we're here. Oh, can't see. There we go. Oh, kill and heal. There we go. Everybody's happy again. Get another bless on the go. Get another protection on the go. Shoot out some poison. Am I supposed to do that one first? I think I am. Pop it, right? And we can shoot him. So yeah, I'm kind of getting the hang of it. Not 100% yet. Then we can heal our leech. The gargoyles are very strong. Not these gargons, but the gargoyles, they do take a while to kill. So let's get rid of all of these. Can't release that one. And then we're going to activate our Echo. Meditate up. We'll save that Ash Hill guy to make sure he doesn't die right now, because it's a nice thing to do. We're almost done. Hopefully he's going to heal himself in a moment. There we go. Right, so with that we will summon and summon the next one. Get protect on the go. And then we'll go and see how much different these guys are. So let's... I won't die. I saw somebody put a wall of stone in front of one of the gargoyles when they were going to do that, and I think it stopped it. I'm not sure. It's interesting. Let's meditate up real quick. Check out a Blade Spirit. Normally I throw in the Blade Spirit first, well, the Skeletal Husk, because that way he takes the damage and the Ancient Mummy doesn't, and then by the time that's happened I've got something to heal and do stuff with. But as it stands right now, you can see the difference already, where halfway on the gargoyle, and the mummy's not looking great, but we did have to summon 2 by this point. And a bless. So just one mummy is able to fight the gargoyle in time for us to resummon another one at this current point. And we're going to get attacked by that fire Aether as well. I think we are. So we can kill these guys, and then, oops, wrong one. Can't do that on that one, so we'll do it on the leech. And we'll get a protection on the go. As you can see, we can get through these quite quickly. So it's just the gargoyles that are a real problem. Take a recall scroll. And then we can heal everyone. Chip mummy. Didn't need to do that. That's the one. So once we get past the gargoyle, we are quite strong in dealing with the weak amphits and the hulks. So yeah, we do have a little bit of pushing power, but it's not very fast. It takes a long time. It's normally good XP, so that's always a bonus for both the summons and for our aspect. But at the moment, this is not efficient. It takes too long, so we do need to get a little bit stronger. I think the general consensus is about aspect 9 to be able to come here and actually fight properly, but you do get a lot of experience points. Fight him, and then because we've got a blade spirit, we're gonna pull them back, and then we're gonna get the blade spirit to do some fighting. Little mini heal. And curse. As we can see, he goes down real quick. So this is not doable, it's not horrible, but it's not ideal. So I need to stop doing that and just cast it there. So we're going to leave here now and go back to town. That guy didn't loot that, or did he? He did. And then we're going to have a look at our codex real quick. And our wizard's grimoire. And see where we're at. So we're at 40 of 42. We've still got 2 more points to spend. Wasn't quite sure where I was going to put those yet. I was thinking to put those into Mana Vampire once I get another point to help me with that. So currently at the moment we have 2 create food. We have 1 magic arrow, 2 reactive armor. We have 2 arch cure, 3 in protection, 2 in bless, 3 in greater heal, and 3 in mass curse, and 2 in magic reflect. And that's all we've got in a wizard's grimoire. And then for our Summoner's Codex, failed to hide, that's annoying. For our Summoning Codex, our Blade Spirit is 3 in Razor, 3 in Spirit Pact, 1 in Serration. For our Earth Elemental, we have 3 in Bedrock, 1 in Earth Pull, 1 in Impurities. For our Fire Elemental, we have 1 in Scorched Earth, we have 3 in Burning the Candle at both ends, and 1 in Fanning the Flames and 1 in Glass Cannon. We have an extra point as well, so we can upgrade that at the moment. Unstable Sorcery I think is nice, and Spirit Pact as well, but I still have to go through those and work out what I like most of all. And then for our Energy Vortex, we are on 18 of that. We have 2 in Nexus, 1 in Spirit Pact, 1 in Supercharge, 1 in Void Shift, 3 in Gemini, and 3 in Never Strikes. So he packs a punch, and if you use an Earth Elemental to pull them around, the mobs around, then you can force them into an area. So what I've been doing in places like Aegis Keep is going to the dragons, right on Aegis 4, and chucking down the energy vortexes there. And in Ossuary, I've been going to the room that looks like it's deceitful, you know, where the deceit Lich Lords are. I've been going there because that's a nice square room. It's nice and small, just before the boss room, and fighting in there. But when I don't have my aspect on, what I've been doing is fighting these leeches in a circle, and then the necromancers. Just because it seems with the lich, you can set the 2 liches onto the other leeches, and they do pretty well. Because I was trying to level them up last week, because this was the experience dungeon, whereas this week it is not. I don't have that potion because I'm pressing the wrong button. I've run out of regs. Yeah, I have. Know what we're missing. Garlic. Maybe we'll get some. But I do, there we go. I do like the Fire Elementals special. So we'll kill that one as well. Still getting used to all my hotkeys, even though I'm playing. It is just purely because of the necromancy and wanting to see how that's going to go. And trying to work out what a good rotation is. See, the loot's pretty good. We get our eggs, and if we did have skinning still, we'd be able to do some of our skinnings as well to get more of our hides, but we don't have that right now. So we just pull those down, just like we would if we had energy vortexes. We would just go and aggro something and pull it into them, and then try and drag them to where we want it to be. Don't want Magus, I want the other one. Change that around actually. Currently at the moment, Mass Curse is on Alt R, and Single Curse is on Control R, and I think they should be the other way around for the way that my setup works. So as you can see, we get through these quite nicely. And we're not even using necromancy, we're just using normal summons. So once we've killed these Lich, I will start summoning our necromancy ones, and then we can see the difference. So this is without a Blade Spirit, so they're doing really nicely, really quick. And this is much more efficient for us than going to somewhere like Shadowspire, as we're not really strong enough to do that in an efficient way. So if I just get rid of these, we'll meditate up, and then we'll chuck down 2 EVs and Blade Spirit, and then you can see how quick they really destroy a Leech. Obviously, because I've got my aspect on, I can't turn that off, I don't think. 60, we've got a mushroom. Sure, I summoned one. Summon another one. There it is. And then summon one of these guys. And another one. And Blade Spirit. What I do is I always cast Bless first, so that way that you can get all of your spells out. And then get a curse on there. Out of Fire Ants, not standing a chance. See, that's how quick it was. Really, really fast. So when it comes to where to be, it's important that you look at how strong you actually are before you just jump into somewhere. As a scavenger, yeah, totally, I would go to Shadowspire Cathedral or go to Aegis 4, which I think is actually better. Unless you go right to the very back of Shadowspire, but it's really dangerous there, so you know it's no risk, no rewards. Who dares wins. And just one of these jackals is ripping normal little mobs to pieces with effortless ease. So we've been in here for about 10 minutes. We did 10 minutes in Shadowspire, and we've already now finished our command. Our command is now capped. I didn't look at how much experience and things we had. When I do the editing, I can go back, and that should be on your screen, the difference between the two. But we're just going to leave now. I'm just going to leave these guys here and just GTFO, as they say. And we're back in our room. So I'm just going to put the little bit of magic items that we got into the bag and just sort out generally where things are. So I have an organization macro that I've set up. So we just open all of our bags. That one, that one, that one, and that one, and then I just press that and let it do its thing. Every time I do this though, I do have to take my shepherd's crock and my spellbook back. Why didn't you put those in there? There we go. And then it asks me, do I want to restock my regs at the end of it? And I say yes, and then I take 20 of each. Should probably take some of these mushrooms as well. There we go, I'm all fully restocked.